Well. Indian Motorcycles has been sold. I hate to say I told you so, but 2 months ago, I posted a video and I got a lot of flack and a lot of comments from people saying, you're out of your mind, you're crazy, Indian Motorcycles is doing great, blah, blah, blah. So, I'll link down below to that video, but 2 months ago, I got a notice from my local Indian dealer. They were one of the biggest dealers in all of New England, and the notice was that they were no longer an Indian dealer, and they could no longer provide warranty service for Indian motorcycles. And I went and I done some digging around, and it came to light that Indian Motorcycle had closed 4 other locations in the New England area, leaving only 1 dealer in all of Massachusetts. I was speculating at the time, and I was in my video I had talked about, is Polaris about to do Indian the way they did Victory motorcycles? And again, it was all speculation, but my gut was telling me something was up. Wouldn't you know it, Indian Motorcycles today announced that they are selling Indian Motorcycles. They are separating Indian Motorcycles from the Polaris brand, and they are selling it to, let me go and look at the press release real quick. They're selling it to a company out of Los Angeles, California, called Carolwood LP. I don't know what they're going to do with the brand. I don't know. This could be good for the brand. It could be bad for the brand. But what I do know is that my gut and my intuition was right. Something was up a couple months ago, and you guys said I was crazy. So let's pull up the press release and let's read it together, shall we? Okay, so here we are. We're on PR Newswire. If you just Google Indian Motorcycles sold, you'll get articles from all kinds of different sources, but this is a credible one. So, Polaris to separate Indian Motorcycles into a standalone company will sell majority stake to Carolwood LP. So here we go. Let's just read a portion of this. Polaris Inc. today, which is the 13th of October, announced its decision to separate Indian Motorcycles, the business, from its portfolio and into a standalone business. The company has entered into a definitive agreement to sell a majority stake in Indian Motorcycles to Carolwood LP, an independent private equity firm founded in 2014 and headquartered in Los Angeles, California. Indian Motorcycles contributed approximately $478 million, or 7% of Polaris revenues, for the trailing 12-month period ending in June 30th, 2025. So it just goes on to tell a little bit more about the deal, about Polaris, about this new holding company, Carolwood LP. It goes on to say, 900 employees, current employees approximately, will transition as part of the new Indian Motorcycle Company. Indian will retain the majority of its team, including engineers, designers, and staff, along with manufacturing resources. Manufacturing facilities in Spirit Lake, Iowa, in Monticello, Minnesota, as well as the Industrial Design and Technology Center in Switzerland, will transition to the new standalone motorcycle company as part of the deal. Indian Motorcycles will continue to provide sales, service, and support for dealers and customers throughout the transition. After the sale is final, Indian Motorcycles will operate independently of Polaris and continue selling motorcycles and parts, garments, and accessories, and providing service through its global Indian Motorcycle dealer network, which was never really that strong to begin with. I love my motorcycle, I love my Indian, but the dealer network's not very strong. Polaris leadership update, talks about the new CEO, preliminary view of the third quarter, Advisors, financials, note regarding forward-looking statement, about Polaris, about Carolwood. So there you have it. There you have it. Indian Motorcycles has been sold. So there you have it. It's official. Indian Motorcycles is no longer a Polaris. So for all those Harley guys out there that used to say, oh, Indian Motorcycles is just a Polaris, it's not really an Indian. Guess you can't say that anymore, can you? I don't know what the future really looks like for Indian Motorcycles. 2 months ago when I posted that video, I was just kind of speculating, and to be quite honest with you, it wasn't even speculation, it was just a thought that I had. I didn't really think it was going to happen, but something in my gut told me something was up, and there you have it. When something in your gut tells you something, listen to it, because intuition, your gut is usually right. So, Indian Motorcycles is sold. What do you guys think? There's a lot of Indian motorcycle ambassadors out there. I wonder what they have to say on this. Am I the first one that posted something? There's a bunch of people that I follow that are Indian motorcycle ambassadors. Riding Fish, Finesse the Challenger, Ride with Two Indians. There's just, there's a lot of Brandon Picasso. He does a lot of Indian stuff. There's a lot of big YouTubers out there. I wonder how this is going to affect them. But anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I hate to say I told you so, but again, look down in the description. I'll post a link to my first video from 2 months ago when I predicted this. And thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next video.